Yes guys, today let's try and solve some mistakes some players make while dealing with counterattacks. So in general, let's look how you can defend counterattacks and concede less goals or keep a clean sheet. Let's begin on how counterattack comes. Normally when your defense is not organized, and this is the default way, it happens because of several reasons, like losing the ball earlier in your build-up, like in your half or around the center. Here your players won't be in positions to coordinate and close up spaces. 2. When the opponent win the ball in his half or around his goal, and quickly transit that build up into a counterattack. Some opponent are good at building up quickly, giving no time for your players to reposition and close spaces. And lastly, when you knowingly or accidentally drag out your defender out of defense position while the opponent is building up, your defense shape will break, and this leads to a counterattack. First of all, dealing with counterattacks, you have to have a sense of detecting a threat. You have to understand that it's a counterattack by understanding your player positioning and numbers compared to the opponent's players. So the first phase is defending through passes. These are the most used passes the opponents use while counterattacking your team, because they direct the ball into the space. So dealing with through balls, you either by press the ball holder immediately when you're sure that you can close up the passing angle. You press that ball holder and either the opponent will rush and force that pass, which you know will intercept the ball, or if the opponent is good, he will ignore that pass and move away for other options to protect the ball. But if you feel like your nearest defender is not in a position to intercept the pass angle if you approach the ball holder, then you need to track that running player who appears to receive the through pass. You need to switch to your defender who is in a position to intercept the pass. The moment you notice the opponent's striker running forward, you need to react fast and quickly switch to your defender, track that runner, and in that way you can stop that pass. Defending counterattacks really needs high sense of detection, acknowledging the situation and understand the most dangerous option the opponent has, the option that will easily lead the opponent to reach your goal. First, take a look at this mistake the opponent makes while defending a counterattack. As I pass to my striker and he also selects his defender, the opponent decide to force this one-on-one against my player. By moving in this direction, he didn't care about this big space in behind. As I sprint forward, his defender is not in a position to stop my striker from moving towards his goal. Though I didn't score, but it was a bad way to defend this situation. So here is the example to compare how I was able to defend situations similar to what we have seen. The opponent passes to his winger and I'm also controlling my fullback. I was trying to approach and apply pressure to the opponent, but there's high odds of him outpacing my fullback because of this big space, so I changed my running direction and run like this towards my goal. Here I was able to stop the opponent from progressing towards my goal easily. Sometimes if you feel like the opponent is outpacing your defender, try to run towards your goal. Here you can block his easiest path towards your goal, and also manage the situation very well. Dealing with multiple options while defending counterattacks can be really a challenging task, because the opponent has an advantage of numbers against you. So take a look at this mistake the opponent makes while dealing with multiple options. As I pass the ball to my winger in this situation, I have two options: this space in the box, the running lane towards the opponent's goal, and also this pass to my striker in a good position to score, all against one opponent's defender. In this situation, the opponent decided to approach my ball holder, and I also realized that I pass to my striker and score. The big mistake you can make in this situation is to rush and make a decision before your opponent. For example, here, the opponent passes to his winger, he has this space which is the running lane towards my goal, and also this striker. As the defender, I position my player in between these two options. You imagine lines from these two players towards your goalkeeper, then you also imagine a third player in between these two players. Draw that line and position your defender in that line. That's the middle point of these two options. And so I was able to defend the situation. So to defend this situation, you wait the opponent's first move. When he decides to just continue running towards your goal, then you react and approach his ball holder aggressively. And if he decides to pass the ball, you can also react to that and manage the situation very well. Lastly is using your goalkeeper. If everything fails and the opponent manages to get in behind, don't just give up and let him score easily. You have to also put some challenge using your goalkeeper, even if it means calling him out of the goal. there's some possible odds that the opponent can mess up and miss that chance. Or you can also anticipate the opponent's target angle, move your goalkeeper towards that direction. Even if the opponent ends up reading your goalkeeper movement and shoots to the opposite direction, or do anything to beat your goalkeeper, it's fine, you have at least tried your best. Credit to the opponent, he played well. So that's it guys for today, thanks for watching.